Happy Saturday. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your weekend with today's recipe. I'm making breakfast. Breakfast here at the Young's house, and my family is requesting omelets. So you guys are gonna get to see this beautiful omelet. I'm gonna show you how to make your omelet look beautiful and taste absolutely amazing. Here's what you're gonna need for this omelet. We have some beautiful eggs here. Your favorite cheese, whatever kind of cheese you love, but today I'm using yellow American because honestly, it melts. It's creamy, it's dreamy. I always tell everybody, if you want a cheese that melts very well, yellow American cheese is great, okay? So now, I have some butter. Doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted. In my pan, I got some oil. I got 2 pans, okay? Now, the lunch meat that I'm using today is a Black Forest ham. For those that don't eat pork, you know you can use like a turkey or a chicken lunch meat. You could even put bacon or sausage in it, whatever you want, right? Like have fun. When you all are making omelets at home, put those ingredients that you and your family love so you can enjoy your omelet. I got a green bell pepper, a gorgeous fresh tomato, and some onion, and we're going to be serving our omelet with bagels today. Make sure your hands are clean. I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful omelet. First thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and take this time to chop up anything that we're putting into our omelet. But I want to hear from you all in the comment section. What is your ideal omelet? What is the toppings that you want inside? I know I'm calling it a topping, but you know what I'm trying to say. What is the ideal omelet? With what ingredients do you like in your omelet if you were to order it or have someone make it for you? I hear a lot of people like spinach in their omelets. I have had omelets where I've put spinach in it, and I like it too, and I really don't know why I don't use it more often. I need to start because it's such great iron, you know, and it's a beautiful taste. A spinach and Swiss cheese omelet is gorgeous. I mean, it tastes good. Yes, it is. I'm gonna take this Black Forest ham and I'm gonna load it in this omelet today. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna chop it up just like this, okay? And we're gonna set it on the platter. It's up to you if you want to like pre-cook this before it goes into your omelet, or really you don't have to because it's already cooked. Now, of course, if you're using bacon or breakfast sausage, you want to cook it ahead of time, you know. And then you add it to your omelet. So one thing I always like to tell everybody when making an omelet, if you're going to do like I do and you're putting bell peppers and onions and mushrooms, you have to pre-cook them. Because if you just chop them up and throw them in your omelet, the short amount of time that it takes to make an omelet, these would never be cooked. And the onions would have that strong, pungent, raw flavor. You don't want that. So we're going to saute them and make them taste good, and then you add them to the omelet, right? Absolutely. Every time. All right? Gorgeous. I've been known to take like leftover chicken from the night before that's been cooked, take it off of the bone, get rid of the skin, and throw it into my omelet. I'm talking about good, right? Yes. So have fun when you're making these omelets. Now, when it comes to the tomato does not go in until the last minute. And the reason why is because it would turn into mush. And you're not going to add this with the vegetables that we're going to cook because, like I said, once again, this will turn into mush and we don't want that. So right when you're adding the cheese in, that's when you can put the tomatoes in. For those of you that like a good cooked tomato like I do, oh yeah, I love an omelet with tomato in it. I feel like this one is going to be plenty enough for the one omelet that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to make all kinds of omelets this morning, but you all will just, you know, get to see me make one. Start on our bell peppers and our onions, saute them up, and give them some flavor. Salt and pepper them. Make them taste good. Yes, absolutely. So I have some oil in this pan here where we're going to saute them just for about 8 minutes or so. I'll put a little bit of butter in there for flavor as well. But once they get sauteed where they're started to soften up, that's when I'll go in and put some salt and pepper in them. Now, here's how I like to do when I'm making up my omelets. I always like to tell everybody, use 3 eggs. If you use 3 large eggs or even 4 eggs, it's going to be an omelet so big that you could cut it in half and share it with someone else, right? Because who wants to make a ton of omelets, right? You use 3 and the omelet is this big. cut it down half, you got 2 people fed, right? So 3 large eggs is going to give you that perfect size omelet that you're looking for. Just keep that in mind. Cut our onion, and really just a little bit. Enough to taste it, but not too much to overwhelm the situation, right? So these 2 slices, we're going to cut it down just like we did these bell peppers and get everything into the pan on just like a medium heat. Go ahead and get our bell peppers and onions right in. Start to saute them just like so. Let's go ahead and open up our bagels and get them right into the toaster. I won't put the bagels down until, you know, our omelets are just about ready to serve, you know, but we can go ahead and get them nice and cut and set into the toaster, because why not, right? What do you guys like on your bagels? Do you like melted butter? There's a lot of people that like peanut butter on their bagels. I'm one of those people. If you put peanut butter on a bagel, it is so good. The peanut butter gets so melty and it is just gorgeous. Or sometimes I'll just take some ham and cheese. Yes, hot ham and cheese on a bagel. I'm all in, right? Go ahead and crack our eggs. Today I'm using 4 eggs, but like I said, 95% of the time I use 3 eggs, okay? So let's get these nice and whisked up together, making sure that we combine the white and the yellow together very well. Get some air into them so your omelet's going to be nice and fluffy. You don't need milk. You don't. You don't need heavy cream or water in this. Just whisk it very good. Do you have any special plans for the weekend? I want to hear from everybody. What's the weather like? The weather today is like up and down. It's been raining on and off for like, today's the 2nd day. So I went outside, I took a dip in the pool, and 5 minutes later after I got in the pool, it started raining. So I get out and I sit in the lawn chair and the sun comes out. I thought, okay. After we done covered the pool with the cover, I said, okay. My husband said, you can get back. You want to get back in? I said, no. I'm mad now. I enjoyed my coffee. I stayed outside until my swimsuit dried, and then I came in. And so here we are making breakfast. Now that our bell peppers and onions are finally soft, the onions are nice and translucent, which is clear in color, and the bell peppers are softened up. I'm going to go ahead and put my ham in here so we can fry up just a little bit. Trying not to grab too many of those tomatoes, you know, because we already spoke about, you know, putting the tomatoes in at the last minute, right? Let's get this. It smells so good right now. Go ahead and salt and pepper these bell peppers and onions. I'm going to use a tiny bit of salt, but really I don't need to use too much salt because, you know, ham has that salty taste. So really just 2 teeny tiny pinches. There we go. Oh yeah. Go ahead and put about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of butter in our pan where we're going to be cooking our omelet. The butter is for flavor. The oil is so your omelet don't stick. One of the worst things that can happen, you go to make an omelet and then you can't turn it over, right? So that's why I always use oil, even if it's a non-stick pan, because I don't want my omelet to stick, right? And the butter is going to give that great flavor. There we go. Perfect. Went ahead and turned the vegetables and the ham off. We'll just set it aside. And in here, I have my rubber, what is this, guys? What is this? My little brush here. Silicone brush. That's actually what it is. But in here I have butter. I'm going to melt it in the microwave because just like I tell you guys about toast, the same thing with the bagels. Once you toast it up, you don't want to put just room temperature or cold butter on it because you make it soggy. But when you melt it and then you spread it on, chef's kiss every time. Go ahead and turn this pan on to like a medium heat. But when we cook our omelet, it'll be on low, just a little notch above low. Not quite medium, because I don't want brown on my omelet. I don't want it to cook too fast. So I want to be able to control the heat. Okay, so once this butter gets nice and frothy, a lot of people say, what's frothy? It's where the milk solids, you'll literally see. The butter turns a little white, and then you'll begin to see the milk solids fall to the bottom of the pan. That's when I like to add my eggs. Whether I'm making scrambled eggs or an omelet, I always wait for that to happen to my butter. Just for some reason, it's just what I like to do. After I release this video to you all today, I get about 10 small shoppable videos I'm going to do, and then the rest of my evening, I'm going to relax. I'm taking it and get our eggs put in. Just like this, nice and slow. And right now, I'm not even going to bother it right now. And we're not going to salt these eggs. When you salt the eggs too early, believe it or not, salt draws water out of things. And I feel like when you salt the eggs a little too early, it gives the eggs a funky texture that I don't like. So what do? I season it at the last minute. Right when the egg is almost done. Then I'll go in and put some salt and pepper. Right now, I'm pretty much waiting on the egg to kind of start cooking. And then I can, you know, manipulate and move it around just a little bit by trying to also keep it into a circle so it can turn into an omelet, right? So I'm gonna, as it's cooking up, I'm gonna be pushing the edges in, pushing that cooked part in, letting the raw part kind of draw to the outside. And as I keep doing this, it's going to make for a thick. I just wanted to step in just to show you how the egg is finally beginning to form. You see this here? Just not really bothering it a whole lot. Making sure you got that oil in the pan, right? So it's not sticking. But keep moving it just like this. There we go, so that egg can continue to cook. And once it's about 90% of the way cooked, you can take that raw egg that's on the top and push it, you know, towards the outside so it can get cooked. And then once that happens, we're gonna salt and pepper the top, and then we're gonna begin to put all our lovely toppings in. Let me tell you an omelet that I live for. Make you up some bacon. For those that don't eat pork bacon, no worries, you can do the turkey bacon. Get it nice and crispy, throw it in here with cheese, and it's a bacon and cheese omelet. It's super simple and it tastes good. You hear me? Oh, I just snuck up on me. He came through, he came downstairs. See, there's two living rooms. There's a living room here and a living room here. He came this way and scared the daylights out of me. I'm glad you guys didn't get to see that on camera. Look at this. Eventually, you'll know when the egg is ready to start putting the filling in, because you'll begin to be able to move this and everything will move in one circle cohesively. But you can see that I still have some raw egg. So we're gonna push that raw egg out to the side so that it can cook. That I love to make is omelets. Anything that has eggs in it, well, does that sound right? Anything that has eggs in it, just put it that way. Anything that involves eggs, I love making it. There's something, so relaxing about making eggs. I'm telling you, so much. See how our omelet is like 90% of the way cooked? Let's season that thing and give it some flavor. I don't know about y'all, but for me, I want the black pepper and some salt. You gotta make it taste good. If you don't want to use salt, you can use a little bit of chicken bouillon powder. Really throw it over the top. There we go, gorgeous. Put the bagels down. All right, look at that, moving in the right direction. Who's excited? Is your stomach rumbling? Is your mouth watering? When's the last time y'all had an omelet? An omelet that was good, and it was beautiful, and you wanted another one. All you could think about was that omelet. That's what I strive for when I make omelets for my family. I want them to say, dang, that was good. Can you make me the same kind tomorrow? Turn the butter on so we can melt it, so it can go onto our bagels. Our bagels should be popping up at any moment. I like to put the cheese down first, okay? Let's see here. On one side, of course. What kind of cheese are you guys putting on yours? Is it hot pepper? Is it mozzarella provolone? Let me hear from you all. So watch this. When I make an omelet, I'm not going to make you have to search for the ingredients. Oh, you're going to find the ingredients because I'm going to load that thing. You hear me? That's the microwave going off, letting me know that the butter is ready. Ooh, look at this. Baby, my husband going to love this one. Tomatoes. Just like so. Gorgeous. This is going to be such a beautiful, tasty omelet, and it was so simple to make. Are you kidding me? Now let's go ahead and grab, hold on y'all, let me check my bagels. Go ahead and flip this side that has, you know, just the egg on it over. And here's the thing, when you're making an omelet, if it tears, you can always fix it. Like, there's a way to fix it because things happen, you know. Just kind of go for it and do it quick as you can. And with a little prayer on the side too. Boom. There we go. Absolutely stunning. How super simple. Make you some. For a while, let those tomatoes get nice and warm through. All the other filling is cooked and it's nice and warm. The cheese is beginning to melt. Once I see that that cheese is melted, we're good to go. We can take it out the pan. But I'm gonna put some parsley flakes on. Do what you can to make things look gorgeous. You hear me? Doesn't matter who I'm cooking for. I could be cooking for a baby and I want it to look nice. Look at this, y'all. Come on, can they see? That right there is a loaded omelet, Gina Young style. Let's go ahead and butter these bagels. These are blueberry bagels today. And I have my butter right here. Oh, these bagels are nice and warm. Let's do it. Yum. You know, really, I could just do that. There you have a quick, simple meal anyone would love. If y'all enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell the world what Gina Young's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, on today, we thank you for this breakfast, your hedge of protection, your love, your mercy, your love time, and your understanding. Let peace be still. No weapons formed against us shall prosper. We thank you for what you've done and what you're getting ready to do. Amen. Goodbye. Until the next video, good night.